We're gonna be spray painting my car. And since I've never done this before, you and we're gonna be learning together. To start, we're gonna be taking the hood off of my Honda S2000. And that is one hood. As you can see, this is what it looks like before, and we're gonna make it look so much better. And this is our paint booth. This is left over from one of our previous projects, which was this soapbox car. But we did add another wall to our paint booth because this hood is pretty big. We're gonna start by putting painter's tape all over those vents so that we don't get them super dirty in the process. With all of the tape covering the vents, as well as these little hoses, we are ready to start sanding. If you do end up doing a project like this, I highly recommend wearing a mask. All of that fiberglass is not going to feel good in your lungs. I feel like Bane.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
I'll be using this disc sander, and then we'll also start with 80 grit just to get everything off of there. So the plan is that we will sand down the hood, fill in all of those cracks, prime it, paint it, gloss it, and then we'll be looking good. Let's do this thing.
There's no going back. This is scary.
Spots like this and this, those like weird corners are really hard to get with the disc sander. So we're gonna be using this little sponge thing with 80 grit sandpaper, and we're gonna sand it down. I should probably put this on. Honestly, it's a little bit scary having the hood look like this because it means we can't go back, but we are now gonna use a 120 grit. I'm gonna pour this filler onto a plate, and then we'll use this hardener. We use like 2% of the weight. I'm hoping it doesn't harden too quickly because we have a lot of surface area to do. Whew. I need to put on the mask. This smells really strong.
Well, it already is hard, so we messed up. Round 2. We're gonna try and go a lot quicker. This is a lot harder than I thought it was, and it's not looking too good. I think this one is round 4.
I am a little worried. Let me show you the hood. So this stuff dried a lot quicker than expected, and as you can see, that is not very flat, and we have that all over our hood. It is already starting to look green, which that means it should be pretty dry, but we did miss quite a bit of cracks, just little ones. I'm sure some big ones like that, but this is gonna take a lot of sanding. As you can see, there's just big chunks. I do feel a little bit better about how we did, but we still have so many more cracks that we missed. I think we're on round 5 of putting that filler stuff on it, so we have to be pretty conservative with how we use the rest of it. I have been sanding for what feels like an eternity, but this is what it looks like. It looks a little bit like a gobstopper. So I'm going to wipe it down. We will prime it. We'll see if we have to sand it, and then we'll paint, and then we'll gloss and see how this is looking. It looks really disgusting right now, but it will look a lot better here in a second. Even though we wiped down the hood with some water and a rag, it'll be better to use some isopropyl alcohol. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then I think we're ready for priming. As I was wiping down the hood, I felt like I had just struck gold. I just discovered that this is a carbon fiber hood. I was wiping down the hood with some isopropyl alcohol, and of course, when you wipe it down, it looks a lot more clean, and then it just dries out. But in some of these spots where I went a little bit deeper, I wiped over it, and we have some carbon fiber. This is an absolute dream come true because I've always wanted to be able to have a carbon fiber hood on the S2000. I think it would just look so sick. But we had the plan of painting this hood. So we're gonna follow through on that and we're gonna paint over all of that carbon fiber. But this does mean for the future that we can sand it down and have an exposed carbon fiber hood. But enough of that, it is time to prime. This was my first time priming really anything in my life, and I definitely didn't do the best. We didn't even finish the first coat, and we're all out. I don't know if I'm using too much, but we gotta go get some more. I decided to get 2 cans of primer, one that is a filler, and then one that I can wet sand. So we'll go over it with the filler, we'll sand it down, and then we'll go over with this one. Make sure we get a nice layer on the hood. But I did wanna show you there are a few mistakes. There are a few spots like these, like little holes and like little cracks that we have, but it's looking a lot better than before. And for never doing this, I'm really proud with how it's turning out. I asked ChatGPT how long I should let this primer sit, and it said about 15 to 20 minutes, but when I read the can, it said that I should leave it for 2 to 4 hours for best results. So I think we're gonna trust the can on this one. Now that that is all dry, we are gonna sand it with this 320 grit sandpaper. We for sure have some cracks in the hood. I'm gonna go over it again with our primer that is also a filler, but there is a slight chance we may have messed up this project. So we'll do another quick wipe down and then we will spray on the rest of this primer. Also, if you're wondering, we will be using a tack cloth. I've never used a tack cloth before, but think of it as like a sticky rag that picks up a lot of dust. It was also very helpful for finding the places that I needed to go over with some sandpaper. So if you do something like this, make sure you have a tack cloth. We have to let this primer sit for 4 hours, so we'll be sanding it and painting it the next morning. Honestly, this project has been taking a lot longer than expected, but getting this tack cloth was a lifesaver. It really helped with picking up all that dust, so if you do plan on doing this, make sure you get one of these. Depending on how our primer sits and if we have any cracks, we'll be using this tomorrow, and our hood will be black
tomorrow.
After letting the primer sit, it is obvious that there are some spots that I oversprayed and there are still some cracks. So we might be in a little bit of trouble, but we'll sand it down again and hopefully get a majority of those cracks out. Otherwise, the hood might just look like this. I thought I could get this project done in a day or two, but it's been taking a lot longer. And I really hate sanding. It's not fun. But once we're done sanding, we get to use the paint and primer. So hopefully it'll start coming together. Also, my garage is such a mess right now. You can take a finger swipe and yeah, it's disgusting. It's bad. But don't worry, we're gonna make it worse. The sanding has been taking forever, and I think we're in a spot where I've done as much as I can. It's not looking perfect, but I sure hope it'll be a lot better. Because if I just wasted a whole week on making my car look worse, I'm gonna be very sad. But on the bright side, we did discover that this hood is made of carbon fiber, so in the future, we might just sand it down and do a gloss over it so that we can have some exposed carbon fiber. But the scary part is gonna be this, and this is where we're at. I just stepped on the sander, so we'll probably have to wipe this down again. I don't think this is looking too good. It's a little scary, but I am glad that we've tried a new project like this. I guess we'll see what it looks like after the second coat. My first round of paint was a little too thick, so hopefully we don't have any major problems. We're gonna spray it one more time with the paint, and then we will sand it, wipe it down, make sure there's nothing on there so it's as smooth as possible, and then we'll do the clear coat. It low-key feels like I'm pranking myself by listening to ChatGPT. So let's hope the AI isn't lying to me.
And here is coat number 3.
I truly have no idea what I'm doing, but here goes round number 4. So we'll spray it with the clear coat tomorrow and it should be done and pretty much ready to put onto the car. And then hopefully people won't notice all the imperfections that all the car meets. 24 hours later, and we are ready to put on the clear coat. And yes, it says professional use only. But before we put on the clear coat, we have to sand down the hood with 1000 grit sandpaper. And I'm so excited to be done with sanding. That's definitely been the worst part of this project. And hopefully by doing all this, I didn't ruin my car. So let's get sanding. I really do feel like all of that sanding just ruined the paint, but we're gonna give it a quick wipe down with some isopropyl alcohol. Honestly, it was looking better before, so hopefully it's not ruined. I also got another tack cloth because that other one was getting pretty nasty. It's only for professionals, which we totally are, right? That means we can handle extreme danger. You're supposed to shake it for 2 minutes. We take this red cap, put it on the bottom, you're supposed to push it, hear a click, and then we're gonna shake for 2 more minutes. Well, that was easy.
Here goes nothing. Apparently you're not supposed to get this stuff on your skin. And of course, this is the one day that I choose to wear a short sleeve. Also, it's very windy outside, so I can't open my garage because you're also supposed to do this in a dust-free environment. Yeah, this is not a dust-free environment. I guess we'll see how it turns out.
It said to let the clear coat sit for 5 to 10 minutes. So we went ahead and started our second coat. It's so cloudy in here from all the fumes. And I just want to open up my garage, but it's so windy and there's no way we're kicking up this dust all over this clear coat. It's not quite looking how I had expected to, but here goes coat number 3. If you couldn't tell, the fumes really started to get to me. So I thought I'd open the garage for just 1 second so that I could breathe a little bit better. And then this happened. A big gust of wind swooped into my garage and kicked up all of that dust straight onto the hood. I'm so upset with myself. Yeah, we have dust on the hood. I honestly felt defeated. So I went ahead and sprayed the last coat anyways. Such a big, dumb mistake right at the end. We're gonna let this cure for 48 hours. We're gonna put it on the car and I'm gonna show you if it actually turned out better than before. I have left the hood in here for over a week. I've just been so scared to put it back on the car. My car's been sitting outside. It probably looks pretty dirty, but we're gonna go grab our car and put the hood on to see how good we actually did. I can definitely say that there is a difference, whether that's for better or for worse. That's what we'll be saying here in just a second. But first, we have to take off the tape that we put on at the beginning of this video. And although I was dreading putting the hood back on my car, I was also very excited to see how it would turn out. But that doesn't mean we're fully in the clear, because there's a chance that I could drop this and make things a lot worse. But I really want to encourage you to push yourself out of your comfort zone, even if it's a little risky. I did not regret this one bit, even though the original paint looks a lot more shiny, and what we did, honestly, it's not that shiny. But compared to how this hood looked at the beginning with all of those cracks, I'm really proud of how this turned out. And as for the future, I was planning on buying a carbon fiber hood, so discovering that this one was made of carbon fiber already was a dream come true. So I'll probably end up sanding it all the way down to the carbon fiber and doing a clear coat to have an exposed carbon fiber hood. So if you enjoyed this journey of trying to paint my car with absolutely no experience, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also watch this video right here because YouTube says that you really want to watch this. So watch that video, and thank you so much for watching.